It started with whispers among friends. Rumors of girls from needy backgrounds funding their degrees without scholarships but through their bodies. Not sex work or anything shady, but something seemingly more dignified and more profitable. It was a silent trend among youth from needy backgrounds. They sold their body organs to fund their education and a comfortable lifestyle, despite the side effects that sometimes left them maimed for life. This is the story of Lulu Maria, a genius who traded her eggs and kidney for a song, to fund her tuition fees and a lifestyle upgrade. Lulu Maria was a feisty, vibrant girl from the rocky Chetambe hills of Webuye town. The town had a permanent rotten egg smell that stuck to the skin and clothes, a product of the defunct Pan Paper Mills factory that had provided a lifeline to the residents for years. Lulu was a straight-up genius who grew up watching her parents Mama Tina and Zebaraza struggle to support her 5 siblings and herself. They worked on their 1-acre farm, barely getting enough for subsistence. They supplemented this by uprooting tree stumps left by those who cut trees for the paper mills to burn and sell charcoal by the roadside. Every bag they sold was born of sweat, smoke, and they spent under the scorching sun uprooting root stumps. Lulu had always been the brightest spark in the family. She was the smart kid, the kind that teachers wish they could clone. She always maintained the top position in school. She took after Sister Lulu Maria, the Mother Superior at St. Anne's Girls Primary School, whom she was named after. She was honest, intelligent, and responsible. She passed her primary school exam and was invited to Pangani Girls High School. Her parents could not afford the fees. She applied for several scholarships unsuccessfully. She had missed the scholarship cutoff by 2 points. She ended up at a local day school where fellow students nicknamed her Prof, the brainy chick who aced biology, maths, and chemistry. She practically scored A's in all subjects. Her teachers relied on her to mentor the other students on challenging topics. Fast forward, she graduated with a distinction and was invited to Moi Uni. Faced with the same hurdle, no fees, she tried applying for scholarships again. All came back with the same dead-end line. We regret to inform you, the tears washed out the rest of the neatly written script. She was crushed, but her parents wouldn't let her dream die. They sold a quarter of the farm to raise the money required. They added the bursary she got from the Constituency Development Fund and encouraged her to apply for the HELB loan. Lulu, this is your best shot. Please don't fumble it, her dad cautioned as they escorted her to the university. They trusted her to do everything on her own, including the fee payment, her admission, and accommodation. They knew she was a sensible girl. Uni life hit different. She was surrounded by soft life babes from Nairobi, Mombasa, and the diaspora. They had less wig fronts and fringes, and iPhones that cost more than her whole semester's tuition fees. They attended parties at fancy clubs, campus raves, and went on road trips every weekend. Their bodies shimmered from scented body butter, designer perfumes, and their social media status updates were endless photo dumps of the activities they attended. Lulu tried to keep up by stretching the HELB loan money, but failed miserably. It was like struggling to win the Squid Games. Her first semester was rough. Not academically, she was killing it in class, but socially, emotionally, and financially, she was a total wreck. Her roommates ordered chicken and fries from KFC, while she survived on githeri and chapo chafua. She taught Cindy and Joanne from Kilimani, and Vanessa from Mombasa swam in luxury. Babe, you can't be doing these dusty vibes. You need to secure the bag, Cindy told her one evening as she laced up her Nike Dunks. Her girl Joanne whispered a life hack. There's a way, but it's not for the faint-hearted. Lulu's attention was captured. You can sell your eggs on TikTok. It's easy, with no strings attached. Just 2 weeks of injections, a little discomfort, and boom, you'll earn your 55K. Enough for your tuition, rent, and self-care. Joanne added. Lulu was skeptical. Ati they get your eggs like you're a chicken? Girl, that sounds dodgy. But Joanne, together with another friend, had already done it twice. They seemed perfectly fine. It's just like a pap smear with vibes, Joanne joked. Her mind went on overdrive. Is it a sin? But rent's due in a week, and my folks are stretched. What if one day I bump into my look-alike child? Eventually, desperation outweighed doubt. She texted the plug Joanne gave her. She convinced her friend Terrian to join her. A smooth-talking lady with professional vibes picked up on the first ring. She introduced herself as Clara and quickly arranged an appointment at a clinic in Eldoret. Hope Fertility and Wellness Center was nestled in a modern building off the Eldoret-Kitale Highway. The place looked like a high-end spa, with clean white walls, polished floors, lavender oil scent diffusers, and comfortable couches. The facade downplayed the presence of the ultrasound machines, blood testing kits, and cabinets lined with vials of hormonal stimulants. A young doctor introduced himself as Dr. Tony Kiprotich. Welcome, beautiful ladies. Clara said you'll be coming. The process is safe, fast, and painless. If you agree to this, you'll be doing something noble, helping someone become a mom, he said, flashing that manipulative, charming doctor smile most doctors are known for. He was used to convincing scared girls. You will barely feel a thing, he added, showing them the equipment, an ultrasound wand, tiny tubes, and a sleek transvaginal aspiration device. We will stimulate your ovaries using follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone for 10 to 12 days, then retrieve the eggs using ultrasound-guided aspiration. No scars, just a bit of bloating and cramps. Lulu and Terrian nodded in agreement and signed the non-disclosure agreements they were given. Nothing prepared her psychologically for the 2 weeks of a cocktail of injections, mood swings, and an expanding belly. Lulu was nervous but hopeful. On day 14, she was wheeled into the clinic's minor theater. The nurse rubbed her arm softly, inserting an IV. The ova retrieval took 20 minutes. She was sedated but felt something tugging deep inside her. It was cold, clinical, and invasive. When it was over, she felt like someone had punched her lower abdomen repeatedly. You will recover in a few days, Dr. Kiprotich said with a wink. But it wasn't a few days. It was a couple of weeks of more mood swings, spotting, nausea, and constant bloating. It felt like she had eaten 5 courses of chapo chafua, the cheapest comrades' food. The discomfort had been sugar-coated and underrated. When the M-Pesa message popped with the 55K, Lulu suppressed the urge to scream with joy. The money instantly cushioned the pain. She got a good budget phone and started doing small content creation gigs and short TikTok reels just like her friends. Money changed her vibe, her confidence, and her place on campus. Before long, her wardrobe was popping and her Instagram booming. She started an online drip shop called Lulu Looks, where she sold designer drip sourced from Nairobi. She used her online presence to market her brand. She had secured the bag. Her classmates who had ignored her in the past were asking where she got her drip. For the first time since joining campus, she felt seen. Then the bag became addictive, brought on by the trap of the easy money. She did it again and again. She could afford life on the fast lane and had some cash left over to send back home. She became a veteran. She knew the drill. Hydrate, inject, rest, smile, and the money flowed into her M-Pesa account. Her Google searches ranged around designer drip and best drip smash-ups. When she went in for the egg donation for the 6th time, she was in for a shock. You are maxed out. We want to preserve your fertility, Dr. Kiprotich said casually. But what do you mean? I'm about to register for my 3rd year end of the term exam. I need this so much. Dr. Kiprotich frowned. You could consider something more serious. Maybe a kidney or liver lobe donation, or you could also become a surrogate. People live healthy lives with a single kidney. One of our partners handles such cases. You can make a cool million to cover all your tuition fees and have some left over to start a business, Dr. Kiprotich added. Wait, what? A kidney? The thought of $1 million made her head spin. She was hooked. She stayed up late researching about kidney donation, the risks, and recovery. It sounded shady, but that money could flip her life over, clear her family's debts, and start a proper business. She shared with her parents when she went for the holiday break. Her mother freaked out. You cannot do that. It's taboo to give away your body parts, she wailed. But when Lulu laid it all out, how the egg cash had kept her in school, paid rent, and had some left over to share with them, her mother went quiet. She was the one who convinced her father to agree and even accompanied her to the cross-match evaluations. 3 months of cross-match tests and CT scans later, she got the green light. She signed a thicker non-disclosure agreement form that time. The organ retrieval was scheduled at a discreet private facility in Nakuru under a different doctor, an older Indian man called Dr. Raj. He was polite, professional, and unreadable. The air smelled faintly of antiseptic and cauterized flesh. Everyone moved with precision and confidence. There was no room for error. The tension was electric but controlled. This was a delicate dance of science, skill, and trust. The surgery lasted 4 hours. Lulu woke up feeling groggy and in pain, with a dull throbbing emptiness inside. They had taken her right kidney. She eagerly checked her phone. Only 500,000 had landed. She tried to inquire from the staff, but there was no familiar face. Clara had ghosted her, and someone at the Hope Fertility and Wellness Center's clinic's dashboard reported that Dr. Kiprotich was on a sabbatical.